Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to a bit of a different video in where I've decided to basically just unscriptedly talk, not that that's a real word, about upcoming survival games and kind of the last year in survival games as well. Obviously H1z1 comes out this Thursday, the 15th of January. And a lot of hype kind of surrounding that and such, as a lot of people have marked it as a kind of working like-for-like replacement for DayZ standalone, which obviously came out, I think, about 13 months ago now, and kind of hasn't progressed to the levels that a lot of people thought it would have. And I mean, I'm not too sure. I kind of sympathise with DayZ standalone. They are building it on a new engine and stuff like that, so hopefully within the next year the roadmap does look pretty good and the game improves. But if someone would have told me 13 months ago that the game would be, you know, the state it is in now, 12 months down the line, then I don't know if I would have paid kind of $20 for it, or, you know, $14.99 in pounds sterling or whatever. But it is still good. It just lacks a lot of features which I think give it a kind of end game or various different end games. As I said, there's been a lot of hype over H1z1, which comes out this week, and to be honest, that could be shit. It could be dreadful. I think they've done the right thing in postponing the game. It was actually meant to be released really quickly. They kind of came out of nowhere. In March last year, I was actually in Japan when one of my friends sent me a email with a link to it, so I had a look at it using the hotel Wi-Fi, which was pretty shit, and it looked good and said it was going to be out within 3 to 4 weeks, and then they kept postponing early access and postponing again. And I mean, I have a mixed opinion on the game simply because I'm really looking forward to it. I think it looks very good. The kind of features, the initial features look very good, and you know, it's a huge team, Sony Online Entertainment, and I just don't know. I'm not too sure that free to play is kind of the way to go for it. I think they should actually just charge everyone, and just take away the whole pay to win. I've just got a feeling it could sink into a very bad time with kind of free to play / pay to win. And I think, you know, the market's there for them to make money out of, certainly. There's a lot of hype, there's a lot of people who are looking for a game like that, and I just don't understand why. Hopefully they do move away from that. I'm not too sure. But regardless, I think on the 25th of this month, Stranded Deep comes out, which for me looks like the game that Forest kind of should have been. You know, I've been really disappointed in the Forest so far. I was impressed with it when it first came out, but kind of looks absolutely nothing like the early access trailer. And I just don't think it runs well. I mean, I know they've added multiplayer and stuff, but for everything they add, there seems to be another 10 bugs. I understand that this is only my opinion on it, and yours might differ, which is fine, no problem whatsoever. But yeah, not incredibly impressed with it. But Stranded Deep looks very, very good. It's a kind of Tom Hanks in Castaway thing. And I think in the new trailer as well, actually, the Wilson football floats past your raft. So that's like a pretty cool little Easter egg there. But looks really good. I will be playing that on the channel as well as H1z1 from this Thursday, providing I can actually get into a fucking server. I'm not too sure. And the big one for me, to be honest, that no one seems to mention for some bizarre reason, is something that was on Kickstarter this time last year, or well, July of last year, and that is Survive the Nights. That to me looks like the best survival game, kind of all round. It's only single player, but everything is kind of, you can interact with everything. You can just, it just looks brilliant. You have to build generators and repair stuff and fortify stuff. There's like a Breaking Bad style RV in the trailer. You can fish, you can hunt. All this is in the initial release of the game, and it looks absolutely superb. You know, I just think it looks brilliant. That to me looks like the most playable, and especially to kind of make content on, that's the one that interests me a lot as well. Simply because I am a big fan of single-player survival games as well. Obviously, if you're kind of not new to the channel, you will get onto the fact that I do a lot of projects on Void, which is a multiplayer as well, and the multiplayer is very, very good. But the single-player for me is like the kind of the main thing. That's where I spend most of my time. I think I've clocked up nearly 200 hours, which is pretty tragic. But, you know, it's a brilliant game. DayZ standalone, haven't played as much as I played the mod. Simply because I think the mod had a kind of an amazing new style feel to it, and, you know, just everything about that was new. It set up like a whole new genre of games, which has kind of just flourished and stuff like that. At the same time, you kind of had The Last of Us, which was a completely different game, you know, but this is, you're making your own story on DayZ. It's just, you know, the complete definition of a sandbox open world game. Your interactions with other people is what, you know, kind of happens. I remember that's the reason I actually bought a gaming PC was to play the DayZ mod. And, you know, Epoch, Overpoch, stuff like that were all really good kind of mods of the mod. And I think the DayZ standalone will get there, especially by probably this time next year. I think DayZ standalone will be the playable game that it probably should have been maybe 6-7 months ago or whatever. I know it takes a long time with a small team, and I do sympathise with that. I'm not just going to sit and bash it. You know, a lot of people seem to like take great fucking pride in just completely slamming DayZ standalone, but without DayZ and without DayZ standalone, there wouldn't be any of these other kind of zombie survival games or like MMO kind of survival games. And I know DayZ has taken a lot from Project Zomboid, as Dean Hall stated it would. And, you know, look how good Project Zomboid is now. It's fucking absolutely brilliant. So, you know, DayZ should follow suit and stuff like that. But, you know, tell me in the comments what you think. Are you going to buy H1z1? Are you going to buy Survive the Night? Are you going to buy Stranded Deep? Are you going to buy all three? What do you think of DayZ so far and other survival games? You know, tell me what your favourite one is. I don't have time to play everything or see everything, and any suggestions of kind of what to play or what to look at are, you know, are all good. So thanks for listening to me blabber on, guys, and hope you check back for the release of H1z1, where I can hopefully get into a server on Thursday night, and I will see you soon.